Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Canadian Retro. I've got my pickups and experience here from the Barrie Game Exchange, which the pickups that I'm going to show you I kind of grabbed right at the end of the show. I was just running around trying to find the best deals I could on Xbox One games. The reason why I was doing that is because, although you haven't seen it yet because I haven't made the pickup video for it, I did pick up an Xbox One, which is plugged into my TV actually downstairs as we speak kind of thing, and I've been using it down there, but picked up some games to sort of complement the system, so that's why I bought them, and they were super cheap, and that was kind of the idea behind it. So I can't remember what I paid for any of these. The reason why is, like I said, I was running around at the end of the show. The reason why I was doing that is because I was helping Josh, who is Creepleet, in case you don't know. If you watch this channel, you've probably heard me mention him a bunch of different times, but I'll put a link down below so you can check out his channel. But I was helping him out with his table because he had about 7 or 8 tables. I can't remember the exact number, but you know, I was working along those tables kind of thing, just because he had so many, so I was helping him out with that. During that time I was kind of busy, and you know, I was behind the table, so at the end of the show I kind of just did the run around sort of thing looking for Xbox One games. So that's sort of the long version of how this kind of went around. In my haste, I didn't realize that I already had some of these games on the shelf, but you know, whatever, it's not a big deal, and I kind of upgraded or, you know, moved things around that were in better condition and that kind of thing. So let's get started. First one that I already had was Dead Rising 3, so I picked this up yet again. I believe this one was only $5, so not a big deal there. I also picked up Life is Strange, which apparently I picked up before. I didn't even realize it. I didn't check my you know, my collection app. Like I said, I was running around like crazy, so I picked this one up. But again, I didn't pay anything more than like $10 for a game, and in the case of like most of them, even if they had a $10 price tag on it, I usually like bundled them together with a few different titles, so I got the price down. So on average I was paying like about $7.50, maybe like $5 depending on what it is. I didn't pay any of the sticker prices. Like I also picked up Doom, which I already had. Getting into ones I didn't have, this one I picked up for my son, which is Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Again, I think this might be online only, so I'm not sure if that's even operating right now, but I picked it up. It was super cheap, so not a big deal. I picked up Grand Theft Auto 5, sort of a must-have, didn't have it in the collection already. Picked up Mortal Kombat X, and then I also picked up, after not knowing very much about the Xbox One, I didn't realize there was another version of it, which is the XL version of it, and that includes, like it says here, additional characters, skin packs, and all that, all on one disc. So I picked this up. I mean, it was brand new. I think it was like $5, so not a big deal. But then I went to another table almost immediately, and I saw this, and I was like, "You kidding me?" So I grabbed it to rectify that mistake. I also picked up a great game, which is Lego City Undercover. You know, it gets great reviews and things. So that was like super cheap. Another amazing game, Ghostbusters, the video game remastered. So I enjoyed this, you know, back in the day on the previous generation, and looking forward to checking it out on the Xbox One. Also grabbed Mega Man 11, because why not, obviously, and another Mega Man game for the collection. Also grabbed Batman Arkham Knight, again, super cheap, so I just kind of went for it. Also grabbed Rise of the Tomb Raider, getting some of those sort of classic kind of things there, and I also grabbed Saints Row, the re-elected, I don't know, it's a Saints Row game on Xbox One. There's some like major subtitle to it, but anyways, but it includes Saints Row 4 with all the DLC and the expansion and everything, so I don't know if that has to download it or what, but anyway, I grabbed that. So I grabbed that huge stack. I think I paid like maybe something like $25 $30 for that. I'm not really sure the exact amount, but I never paid the sticker price on it. Like if something had 15, I was saying 10. Sometimes I put them together and got them for like, you know, $7.50 each kind of thing. Some of them were $5. So really not a huge investment, but a huge boost to the collection minus those 3 games that I already had and didn't even realize it. I also grabbed this when I was on my run around. I grabbed a Xbox One controller because I had one with the system, which you'll see in the upcoming pickup video, but I also needed another one for second player kind of thing, so I grabbed that. It was 15 bucks. The back plate on it for the battery cover is actually a Nyko back plate, which I don't really care, whatever, the controllers are official and it works. So I got that for 15. I thought that was a pretty good deal for a controller to complement the system that I got. At the end of the show, James Retropixel was, we were in a parking lot basically after dinner, and he said I had a bunch of PC games in his trunk that he was getting rid of. Somebody had unloaded them basically onto him. He didn't want them, and he knew I was building retro PCs, so he asked me if I wanted them. I just grabbed whatever. I don't know if they're totally suitable for Windows 98. I have no idea. But here are the titles here. There's quite a few of them. Medieval Total War. And again, he gave me these for free, so pretty cool. Tomb Raider 2. SimCity 3000, just in a sleeve there. Sid Meier's Civilization. A little glary, but there you go. Civilization 2. Civilization 4. Battlefield 1942. This one's Top Gun Fire at Will. This is like a rather old PC game, so I don't know, might even predate Windows 98. Half-Life Game of the Year edition, so pretty cool there. Half-Life Counter-Strike. Half-Life Blue Shift. Got that going on. Let's see. Galactic Civilizations 2 Dreadlords. I think this is like an RTS game. I'm not 100% on that, but you know, I was just grabbing it because we're all kind of taking off. Lord of the Rings War of the Ring. That looks pretty cool right there. Sid Meier's Pirates Live the Life. StarCraft, which I think is an upgrade for the copy I have, because mine I think doesn't have the artwork. And then Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. I've never heard of this game, so thought I'd check it out. I believe that might work on Windows 98. I'm not even sure, but again, my Windows 98 plan's kind of changing a little bit because I found a computer that I want to use for it instead of the one that I was building. So I'm going to turn the other one into an XP computer and then work on my new project. But I'm going to finish that one first. You'll get all that when I get into that. That's going to be something that's coming up. This one's called F15. It's like a 2-disc kind of thing. Don't know a lot about that either. This one's called Lion. Again, don't know anything about this one. Star Trek The Next Generation. Terminator Future Shock. Total Annihilation Kingdoms. So lots of PC games here that James hooked me up with. Dark Age of Camelot. And then the expansion Shrouded Isles as well. And then Catacombs, which is also part of the Dark Age of Camelot thing that's in the sleeves here. Oh, and another disc for the Catacombs. And then a game called Daggerfall. And the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Warcraft Orcs and Humans, which I do have a copy of, but I didn't have the back art for it, so grab that. Warcraft 2. And the expansion set, I already had the first one, but I didn't have this expansion, so, or at least I don't think I did. But anyways, I grabbed it because I wasn't sure. It could be an expansion I didn't have. I know I don't have this one, which is Warcraft 3. So I did not have that. And again, I'm not sure if that works on 98 or if that's more of an XP thing. But anyway. And then also Warcraft Frozen Throne, so that's actually an expansion for the first game, which is awesome because I think that's for the first game. Oh no, sorry, that's Warcraft 3. My mistake. It's hard to see on the glare, but so it's an expansion for that. So all those PC games he just kind of threw at me because he was going to throw them out. So I'm pretty pumped about that. That was what was going on at the Barrie Game Exchange. It was a great show, really. I enjoyed myself. We were kind of laughing while we were working, sort of thing, and Josh took us out for dinner at the end, you know, to thank us all for helping him out at his table, and that was really, you know, it was a great experience. So that's everything I got for you this time around. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I'll see you all later.